Hey everybody, Cynthia here. I'm back to share a project with you guys and show you how I put it together, a little tutorial. But July is a busy month for birthdays for my family, and my mom's birthday is coming up, and my dad's birthday, we just celebrated his 70th. So yay! Happy birthday, Dad. And for my mom's birthday, I created this super cute card, You're Flamazing, and then along with it, I did a coordinating flip lid gift card holder. So I just put some tissue inside and popped in a gift card. This one's already used, but I kind of keep it as an example. The only thing that I'll do differently in the tutorial is I'm not covering the inside of the box. I'm just making the gift card holder and decorating the outside. If you want to do the inside, I use the same size for the paper outside as I did inside, and then I just cut a smaller card to put for you in the amount. Okay, so it's totally up to you if you want to do the inside of yours or not. And this was my mom's card, and I just left it blank inside. I actually made a few of these when I made hers, and hers I actually glittered it up a little bit, but I'm going to show you how I put these two together. We'll do the card first, and then we'll make the flip lid gift card holder. So I'll just set these right here, over here, so I can see what I'm doing. So I used Sunny Studio stamp set. These are so stinking cute. And I purchased mine from Not Too Shabby Shop. I'll post a link below if you want to check out what she has available in her store. And I've just been coloring like crazy. Like, I have a lot of the images left over, so I just stuck them in the bag so I know where they were. And then also, I used a palm tree from this Bananas About You stamp set. I've had this in my stash forever, and I just decided to get it out and use the palm tree for the card. And then I also used a small cloud die. I have a die in my stash that you can do different size clouds, so I used the smallest one for the cloud there. And then I used a polka dot embossing folder, and I also used this die set. This die set I got from Hobby Lobby. I don't know the name of it, but that's where I purchased this set. And I used, I think, the largest, because I pre-cut all my stuff to make the video go quicker for us. I used the largest for my white cardstock background. And then this one that we're going to build a scene on, I used the second largest of those dies. Okay. Come on now. I'll just put them aside. We don't really need to bother with them. So we're going to build the card first, and then we will make the gift card box. And of course, we don't all have the same stamps and the same dies, but this just kind of, you know, gives you some inspiration if you're looking for some to create your own gift card boxes and greeting cards. Now, this is a standard A2 size, so it's an 11 by 4 1/4, and what you're going to do is put it in your scoreboard and score at 5 1/2, and then you're going to want to fold it. Okay, let me erase that. I'm most likely going to put pattern paper on the inside later or stamp on it, but I don't want that on there. Okay, so then I went ahead and I got some pattern paper that measures 5 1/4 by 4. I hope you're all doing well, getting some good crafty time in this summer. Maybe getting some swim time in, sitting in the sun. I love swimming, I really do. I haven't had much time to do it this year, but I do love to swim. And the beach is like my sanctuary, you know. Okay, so the larger die, if you don't have a die and you just want to use regular cardstock, this measures approximately, I would say 5 1/4. Actually, it looks longer than that. 5 3/8 by 3 1/4, 3 3/4. Sorry. And we're going to glue that down in the center. And then we'll work on our scene. And I'm pressing down, but I'm doing it very lightly so that I don't mess up my polka dots. Okay, so for this scene, this is the smaller of the two. This one measures, pardon me, please, 4 3/4 by 3 3/8. Okay, so for the scene, I colored this whole thing in blue, except for the very bottom, because the very bottom we're going to use a decorative piece of cardstock. And I'm using Tumble Glass from Ranger Distress Inks. And I'm just getting some ink, and then very lightly, I'm just kind of swirling it onto my cardstock. And I just want to create like a blue background for the sky. I use this tumbled glass a lot, so I think it's going to be time soon to buy a new ink pad. Like I said, I'm just pressing down and I'm swirling it around. Okay, and I didn't do the very bottom because we're going to be covering that. I'm just going to go around the edges. And we're finished with that. Okay, let's get out our little images here. Now for the bottom that I created the land or beach, whatever you want to say with, down here at the very bottom, I just took a piece of like beige cardstock and I ran it through my polka dot embossing folder, and I'm just going to line it up. Oh, and I did cut a little like rounded edge here, and you could do that too. Just cut yourself like a rounded edge like that. And I'm going to put glue probably halfway between here, and on the very bottom. And the rounded edge is going to go on the top. Press it down lightly because you don't want to smash your nice polka dot embossing there. And then I just turned it around and I cut off the excess. I love making cards and treat boxes and like treat totes and gift bags and gift card holders. Some of my favorite things to craft. Besides scrapbook albums, those are kind of a main thing for me. I love making embellishments too. I'm gonna have a couple embellishments coming up soon. Okay, so in the center of my picture, I'm gonna put my palm tree, and then we're gonna build around it. Gosh, I do that all the time. Do you guys do that too? Just get glue on your image and I drop it. Makes me crazy. Oop. Okay. And then, like I said, I have my little cloud. I'm going to get my tweezers because kind of a mess when I glue my images on. I think I'm going to pop that underneath that branch there because it's not completely glued down. Set that over there. And then I already have my sentiment cut out, "You're Flamazing." Because my mom is absolutely a Flamazing woman. Okay, and then we have this little guy here and this one. But first we're going to put our leaves. So I cut out 2 pineapples from the set and I colored up 3 different style leaves. So my lighter one's going to go over here in the corner. And I'll put this brighter one over here. I tried to use different colored greens. I'm not the best at coloring, but I'm learning and I try. That's all you can do, right, is try. And then I'm going to put my little flamingo guy kind of standing on that leaf there. And I'm going to put this one. Oh, you hear that noise? My cat is getting into. Hold on a second. Hey! Don't you chew on that. He loves to chew on like plastic and I don't know what's going on with that. Got to keep him away. You know those toys that are like tin foil? He absolutely loves those. He goes crazy over them. Okay. I think we're going to put this leaf right here in front of the tree. All right. And then I have my 2 pineapples. This one I'm going to tuck right under this first branch here. Kind of decked out before that's really adhered down. And then this one I'll put in the front. I love this stamp set. So cute. It takes a little time to color all your images and build a scene, but my gosh, I think it's worth it, right? Isn't that adorable? Love that. Okay, so everything's down. Then all I did was take some of this dimensional foam tape, and I buy this at the Dollar Tree. I get this pack here from the Crafter Square section at the Dollar Tree. Love that. And it is absolutely super sticky. Okay. And I'm going to pull the backs off. And we'll move this. And I'm just going to center it right like that. And that's it, guys. That's our card. So I'm going to set our cards aside and we are going to work on the flip top gift card box. Okay, so you're going to need your scoreboard for this one, or whatever scoring tool you like to use. Pardon me. Okay, can you guys see me? Yes, okay. And I've already colored up, I saved us some time, and I've already colored up my image for the box. So what I did was I used that same tumbled glass on the top, and then on the bottom, where it's green, I used some Distress Ink peeled paint. So I kind of did like a half and half there, or 3/4 and 1/4. And then I just took more stamps from the set and built that little scene. So that's all ready for us to go. And to create your box, you're going to need a sheet that measures 10 by 4 1/4. You're going to line it up at the 10-inch mark. You're going to score at 1 inch, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, and then again at 9. Okay, you're going to flip it and you're going to line it up at the 4 1/4. You're going to score at 1 inch, and then you're going to flip it around to the opposite side and score at 1 inch again. And that is it. Okay, we're going to fold up our score lines. What we're going to do is you're going to cut on this score line to meet the next one. Just don't go past. And then you're going to cut a little triangle piece out. So it looks like that. You're going to do the same thing here. Cut up on your score line. And just a little sliver out of that. Same thing here. And a little sliver this way. Okay, so you have a tab here, a nice, this is the side of our box, a tab here, this is the side of our box, and then a tab here. Okay, gonna flip it around, and we're gonna do the same thing to this side. Created our tab, side of the box, created our tab, side of the box, and our last tab. Okay. All right, now we're going to put this thing together. But we're going to flip it over because we want to put our pattern paper on. Okay, so for this is pretty much how the box is going to close up. Okay, so this will be the top and this will be the bottom. For the top and the bottom pieces, I've cut 3 3/8 by 2 1/8. Lay that on there. put that around. 3 3/8 by 2 1/8. Okay. Now you have 3 small sections. You have this one here, and this one here. So you need 3 pieces that measure 2 1/8 by 7/8. Maybe I'll turn that way. Matches nice that way. Okay. Like I said, 2 1/8 by 7/8. And now we're going to cover our 4 long sides. So you'll need 4 pieces that measure 3 3/8 by 7/8. Just gonna flip this around so I can see what I'm doing here. I'm kind of quiet today, guys. Sorry about that. I'm just a little bit ago in my neighborhood, an ambulance took one of my neighbors to the hospital, so I'm just kind of praying that she's okay. 3 3/8 by 7/8. Not sure what's going on, but you know, when you see an ambulance, you always think, gosh, I hope and pray everything's all right. Okay, so now we have it covered. The next step you want to do for this box to make it easier to open, I cut a half moon shape. You can see it here. And you want to do that before you glue your box together. That way it's just easier to open. So I'm going to get out my 1-inch circle punch, and this is going to be, no, maybe this will be the top of our box. So I'm going to line it up kind of midway there, try and center it, and cut a half moon shape out. Okay, set that aside. Now we're going to assemble. Okay. So, I'm going to fold these 2 tabs in, and I'm going to put glue on them. And you're going to fold this up, and this tab needs to meet this side. So you want to line it up really well and press it down. Same thing on this side. This tab is going to meet this side. And you just want to line them up, and then I go in with my bone folder and I push down so they're adhered really well. Okay, now these 2 tabs are going to come in same way and meet up with the sides. So I'm going to put some glue here, fold the tab in, meet up with the side, and close it up. I'm going to press down with my bone folder. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Add some glue. And tuck my tab in, fold it up, and push or press, however you want to say it. Okay, so this is going to be the lid, but we got to do these 2 taps here to adhere them to the side. So put a little bit of glue on there. Fold it up to meet this side. And press down really well. Same thing here, glue. And fold up. Okay, and that is our flip lid gift card box. Now all I did was I took my image, used that same Dollar Tree foam tape I love so much. And whoop, put it right there in the center. And that's it, guys. That's our coordinating card and flip lid gift card box. I hope you give it a try. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and happy crafting.